Hi, I'm Andrew from the Design Thinking team, and we're here to talk about one-on-one interviews. One-on-one interviews are really important. They allow you to gain some immediate empathy from your interview subjects and have you out in the field talking to the users where it really matters. Now, an interview has a specific story arc. A really important interview starts with an introduction. Introduce yourself to your interviewing, the person you're talking to. Let them know where you're from and how important this information is to the research you're trying to achieve. You then want to build a rapport. It's not good to just dive into these intimate, sensitive questions that you might have. Start with general questions that bring answers from a day-to-day context and allow the interviewee to feel more comfortable. When the interviewee is comfortable, open those questions up and allow them to give you a grand tour. Focus on really specific questions that you might have. Ask them to ask for rich descriptions, expand on stories. Really allow them to open up and dig now that you've felt comfortable with them. You also want to allow time for reflection. So as these interviewers are providing a grand tour, notice different peaks and parts where you can tie back to maybe it's an interesting story. Ask them to describe that deeper. If you notice any body language or emotion that's coming out, those are really good areas to dig deeper into and gain more insight. And of course, you want to allow time to wrap up. So often in the interview, really important information can come when the official interview is over. Keep the dialogue going and don't stop taking notes. There's always more information to gather. Now, a few important things to keep in mind. Always have open-ended questions. Avoid questions that allow yes or no answers. You also remember that this interview is not about you. It's about the subject that you're interviewing. Keep the conversation on topic to them. You also want to allow for the unexpected. While it's important to plan for your interview, keep your options open and new paths that you can go to and new information you can find. And always remember, silence is golden. Avoid the opportunity to jump into awkward silence. Leave those spaces open because you never know what insight will come for your interviewee. So now that you have these pieces in mind, when you go out there, remember to keep the story arc in mind of building confidence, building comfortable with your user, and keep these 4 points in mind. You'll do a great job.